On this James the Bike Guy, we're taking a look at an entry-level, very versatile, and well-known road bike. That's right, we're checking out the 2021 Trek Domane AL3. This disc brake entry-level road bike is pretty well spec'd, and in this video we're going to go over those specs, the features of the bike, and then finally we'll find out exactly what it weighs. So go ahead and hang back with me and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. So the Domane series is a more endurance style road bike, meaning it's a bit more upright, a bit more comfortable riding, and that's in comparison to, say, their Amanda, which is the more performance oriented bike that's a bit more aggressive. And then this also shares some of the capability with the more gravel focused Trek Checkpoint. And so for a rider, this might be an awesome way to get into a bike that's going to be able to do almost every type of riding style. So how they're getting to do that is this bike has nice wide tire clearance, it's got that upright endurance geometry, and being that this is an AL3, that means it's going to be a disc brake bike. Now to explain that a little bit, this bike's going to come in an AL2 aluminum bike, but it has rim brakes, and then they've got an AL3 and up, which are going to be a disc brake version of the bike. And then of course they've got their SL, which is their carbon fiber version, and then SLR, which is their full-on performance race version of this bike. So this is going to be a way to get into that ecosystem a bit lower priced, but still have the performance of some of the higher end versions. And this frame is really where a lot of the performance is going to come from on the bike. So you can see here, this is an aluminum frame. This is made out of their 100 series alpha aluminum, and then they've got a carbon fiber fork going to the front end. And along with those disc brakes being flat mount, something I really like is it's both through axle in the front as well as in the back. And what a through axle does is that allows you to have a much stiffer setup for the wheels to attach to. It also makes it easier to take the wheels on and off. And with the disc brakes along with additional braking performance, you're going to end up with a lot more tire clearance. So the bike, being a road bike format out of the box, is coming with slick tires, but this could run up to 700 by 38 millimeter gravel style tires. Other neat things about the frame is it's a hybrid approach of external cable routing where you don't need it tucked in, and internal through the down tube, making it a much more cleaner aesthetic, but still super easy to service. Then I also like that they have additional braze-ons, say on the top tube, you've got a double on the down tube, both top and bottom down there, and then you've got one on the seat tube, allowing for a ton of different packaging that you could put onto the bike. And then in the back, it's going to be set up for a rack or fenders. So you've got rack mounts, you've got fender mounts, and the front of the bike is also fender capable, meaning this frame could do all sorts of things from, you know, being a gravel rider, a road rider, or even a good commuter too. Cockpit components on this bike are pretty standard for the level here. So you've got the Bontrager Verse Comp saddle, reasonably comfortable saddle with a nice cutout to it, a 27.2 alloy seat post going up front to an aluminum Bontrager blender stem. I really like these blender stems because it allows for the attachment of a bicycle computer, lights, things like that, all integrated into the stem. And then the handlebar is going to be the Bontrager Comp aluminum handlebar. This is a short and shallow handlebar, meaning you've got a nice short reach and a shallow drop, so that when you're riding, it's going to be easy to be in this position and drop down to the lower position as well. Component-wise on the bike is going to be tied to the name. So this being a Trek Domane AL3, this is going to be one up from the beginning level of their Domane series. And that 3 indicates we're running a Shimano Sora drivetrain. So out and back, you've got the Shimano Sora 9-speed rear derailleur, and that's operating through an 11-32 9-speed cassette. That cassette runs forward to this Shimano Sora crankset. Crankset itself is a 50-34 chainring combination. What I like about that is because it's a 32 out back and a 34 up front, you have almost a 1-to-1 ratio to climb hills. So this will have tons of performance going up. And to control those derailleurs, you have the Shimano STI levers. So these Sora STI levers are pretty neat because you've got an inside button here that's going to allow you to push it to a harder gear, the whole lever over to an easier gear, and it'll be the opposite on the other side. But what's really neat is you can do this with your hand up on the hood or down in the drops as well. And of course, that lever is controlling the Tektro mechanical disc brakes. These are operating on a 160 millimeter 6-bolt rotor, and as you can see, the disc brake itself is dual-sided to help slow everything down. The wheels on the Trek Domane AL3 are the Bontrager Affinity Disc TLR. These are a 24-hole rim using a 21 millimeter internal width, and they're tubeless ready. Granted, they're mounted up with some Bontrager R1 hard case tires. These tires are 700 by 32 millimeters in width. They are not tubeless ready, but this is a place where you could upgrade the bike to tubeless ready tires, get some sealant, and because the wheels come that way out of the factory, it's pretty easy to get done. The actual weight of the Trek Domane AL3 is going to come in and weigh 23.04 pounds. Thanks for watching this video on the 2021 Trek Domane AL3. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. While you're at it, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and can't wait to see you in the next video.